The word yoga suggests union. When we say union, it is true right now in individual experience that what is you and what is the other is distinctly separate. This separation is a certain mechanism to assist the survival process. It is useful only to protect this life, protect this physical body and to survive. So yoga, the word yoga suggests union because unless you transcend this boundary of individuality, there is no way life can happen. Even now as you sit here, in the simplest possible level, what you exhale, the trees are inhaling, what they exhale, you are inhaling. There is a transaction. So your individuality or what you think is so distinctly separate from everything around you is one big lie that only you believe. The trees don't believe that. Nothing else in the universe believes that, only you. What was not you yesterday has become you today because of the food that you've eaten. What is you today, some of it will not be you tomorrow because it will go out of the body in some form. So what is you and what is not you is not a fixed boundary, there is a constant transaction. Not just on this level, as you sit here, every subatomic particle in your body is transacting with everything in the existence. So this idea of individuality, if it's not transcended with yoga, you have a very wrong perspective of what you are, what this life is, what is the nature of the existence around you. As you breathe, the transaction is happening, not just with the trees, with everybody around you and with everything in the universe, in so many different ways, in more ways than you could ever understand. Transactions are happening. If this transaction cease, this life will cease. So yoga means consciously you transcend the boundaries of your individual nature and begin to experience the universality of who you are. This transference of experience or this transcendence of experience is of utmost importance if we want to know life for what it is, not for what we think it is. The next dimension is Bhuta, Bhuteshwaraya. Bhuta means the elements, the Panchabhutas or the five elements. The entire cosmos, every aspect of creation in the universe is just a play or a mischief of these five elements. Not 5,000,000, not 5,000,000,000, just five. Just with five ingredients. You can't even make good sambar with five ingredients. With five ingredients, look at the complexity of creation. Look at the genius behind it. Look at the brilliance behind it with just five ingredients. So much, everything, this, that, everything is just a consequence of five ingredients. So becoming a master of the five elements is most important because without this, You are a life without control. You may survive, you may make money, you may do things little better than somebody else, you may enjoy the failings of lesser men, but you will not know life, nor will you have any control over life. In its essential nature, if there is some element of control over the five elements. The next dimension is Kala. This year, Kala is very important because at Ujjain, this is Mahakumbh Mela for the Mahakala temple in Ujjain. Kala means time. Time, as you experience it, is only the cyclical movement of physical existence. The earth rotates, it's a day. The moon goes around the earth, that's a month. The earth goes around the sun, that's a year. Everything that you know as time, including your watch, is all about cycles. Everything that's physical is cyclical in nature. From atomic to cosmic, everything that's physical is naturally cyclical in nature. And because of your physical existence, because of your involvement with the physical nature of who you are, you have a sense of time. As you sit here, because you have a body, it is keeping time. In so many ways it keeps time. If you sit here with folded legs, which you're not today, your knees will tell you time. If you sit on the chair, your lower back will tell you time. If you sit for more than 4 hours, your bladder will tell you time. In so many ways it's keeping time. If you don't get any of these things, well, by death it will tell you time. In fact, in Tamil or in most of the South Indian languages, when somebody dies, we say, "Kalamaitanga." This means his time got over. It's such a simple and perfect description of what death is. All that happened is time got over, that's all. What else? No, this happened, that happened, no, just time got over. Now, this Kala also means darkness. When we say darkness, we are referring to space. When we say darkness, we are referring to limitlessness. Because you can experience light only if it falls upon something physical and reflects. Otherwise, you cannot experience light. You cannot see light here. Only if it falls on something, you can see it. Otherwise, you don't. Either you must see the source of light, or you must see you can see the sun. You can't see sunlight anywhere right now, but you can see it on the moon because it reflects. When we say darkness, we are saying space, where there is nothing that stops light, there is nothing that stops and reflects light, so it is not there in your visual experience. So whatever is not there in your visual experience, you call that darkness. So both for time and space, we have one word, Kala. And space is a consequence of time. There's a lot of argument in modern sciences as to which is first, space or time. I want you to understand it. This is a very simplistic explanation. It's far more complex than that. But to understand in a simple way, For 2 points, point A and point B to exist, it takes time. Suppose there is no time, there can be only 1 point, there cannot be 2 points. Only because there is time, it is possible to have distance, which means space. If there is no time, there is no question of distance and there is no question of space. So space is a consequence of time. So we refer to both time and space as kala. If you experience it in a limited sense of cyclical movements of physical nature, it's just kala. If you experience it as a limitless eternity, then it's Mahakala. The next dimension is Shiva Sarveshwaraya, that means that which is not is everywhere. That which is can only be either here or there. That which is not is everywhere. And that which is not cannot have boundaries. So that which is not or Shiva is the only boundless dimension. Everything else is with boundaries. Everything else that is has a boundary, has a beginning and an end. That which is not, or what we refer to as Shiva, is Sarveshwara. That means he is all-pervasive. Shambho. Shambho means the auspicious one. When I say auspicious, most people will think maybe a wedding is auspicious, I built a new home, auspicious, I bought a new car, auspicious, or whatever else. What is the most auspicious thing in your life? If this life, you as a life, if you touched your highest possibility, today, would that be the most auspicious thing that ever happened to you? If you as a life, not as a person, not as a professional, but you as a life, if you hit the highest possibility, would that be the most auspicious thing that ever happened to you? So Shambho means the auspicious one. Here at Isha, this is a sound that has been powerfully consecrated and prepared. Here, this is the ID, this is the code, Shambho. So today, we will do a Shambho meditation. The most auspicious thing must happen to you. This is my wish and my blessing.